Twitch streamers are actually not the subject of obsession for today's video. Today is actually more about a Kick streamer, which I like to call Twitch's recycling bin, and his name is Johnny Somali. I've actually made a video previously about him, and if you watch it, I actually imitated the intro for this video. Twitch streamers are actually not the subject of our obsession today. They're not the... It's the exact same intro because it's a return to form. We're talking about a guy who is one of probably the worst content creators I've seen on the site, which is a low bar to go under because Kick is a mess sometimes, but Johnny Somali is a nuisance streamer. He's a streamer who does shock value things, specifically in Japan, with the intent of making people angry. And literally, I went on his channel, checked his recent streams to make this video, and I saw Johnny Somali, Japan's most wanted, as well as Johnny Somali, if you want me out of your country, Japan, pay me. So he's not exactly the brightest individual. He's not exactly someone you'd want to get to know. And a lot of his jokes revolve around just making jokes about like different tragedies that have happened in the country, like Nagasaki, Hiroshima, and other various things that have happened in Japan, which I'm not sure how anyone above the age of 11 still finds those things funny. I feel like I've worn that joke out. I was an edgy middle schooler, so I understand it, but like, find something new and more modern. Make fun of anime or something. Like, come on, dude. And Johnny has found himself getting literally assaulted by some of the Japanese civilians, and one of my favorite clips I'm going to show you really quickly is the one that I made my initial video on.
All you have to say is
you can see him charging up for the shot here. There is something amazing about to happen. Those Mario coins from the donation were an impressive effect. They were honestly something that sold the entire show. Like, seeing him lose his inventory essentially while being smacked by this Neanderthal screaming man. Like, this protagonist is a perfect story. It's like a 13-second novel. And Johnny has found himself getting randomly attacked by other Japanese civilians as well. One of my favorites being this one, which I'm going to keep the screen small so I don't get screamed at by YouTube for showing videos of someone being physically attacked. But this is the most Japanese attack I've ever seen. Just slap right to the face, or a palm right to the face. And it's a 51-second video because the rest of the video is just him being like backed into a corner by this guy, because he has angered a lot of people. Another really good video is this one, and in this video, I swear to God, the sounds he makes me think of Donkey from Shrek for some reason. Like, I don't know why. Just give it a listen really quickly.
right now. Hop in Discord. Oh, whoa.
It's taken out. And there are some theories, some working theories, that some of the people who have attacked him in the city have actually been a part of the Japanese Yakuza, which I don't know if it's a correctest, like, analogy to compare them to like a mafia type beat, but that's essentially how I think of them. Now, of course, you saw the title saying Johnny Somali got arrested again. That implies that he was arrested a first time. The first time being Kick streamer Johnny Somali arrested for breaking into a construction site, which I'm not gonna lie, that's like something like a high schooler would do when they're bored on a Saturday night, but sure, whatever. But you can tell from the clip of him being arrested that he wanted this. Like, give it a listen. So you can tell that from his giggling that he loves this because it's another viral clip for him. It's something that he is going to be able to utilize for just a smidgen of extra clout on x.com. I hate calling it. It's that bad taste in my mouth whenever I call it that, but it's a little bit of clout. And he also yells guys as if he's some sort of like 2012 YouTuber doing a funny like vlog in a forest. But I find it so goofy because like, who are you yelling to? Like, do you think your chat's gonna hold you up? Like, the people who are watching you are either A, watching you for the shock value, or B, watching you because they think it's funny as well. But the second that you get in trouble, they're not gonna come and support you. They don't love you. They just watch you because you're edgy just like them. You're not around your people. You're just around people who think you're weird. And honestly, the Johnny Somali situation is probably why Kick has actually recently come out with a report button for channels, where you can now report channels for doing things you deem against TOS, which is strange because I'm pretty sure Kick used to boast not having a TOS, but I think they're slowly adding rules due to the fact that Kick has become so controversial because like so many literal crimes have been committed there. This is not the first time a Kick streamer's been arrested. Ice Poseidon had a similar fate, but you can see that Kick has added a report button, and it is where you can just click the three dots and you can report people with either violence and harmful behavior, bullying and harassment, hate speech or hate symbols, miscategorized content, which happens on Twitch. I do that. Self-harm, nudity or sexual activity. I don't do that. Spam, scam, that's a tongue twister, fraud, phishing, and impersonation, intellectual property violation, terrorism, and child endangerment, which I'm pretty sure Johnny Somali qualifies for at least 5 of those. So you're going to start seeing a lot of kick streamers who used to thrive on being a bad person probably start getting a hammer to the head. And which is crazy because like I just saw a clip like a week ago from one of the biggest kick streamers on the site, just like at a strip club with naked women on the screen. Like that's like hub level content, but we're seeing it on the green streaming site. But of course, our antagonist of this story, Jonathan Somalithan, has been arrested a second time. And this time it's probably going to be a little longer because that initial arrest was only for a short amount of time. His friend got arrested as well, and he got a 3-day ban from Kick, which is crazy because it's probably one of the first times Kick has actually taken action in a moderative way. But this arrest is because he was streaming in a restaurant, which I think is such a mundane way to go out, but it deserved nonetheless because he is a loser. And there have been some big sources talking about this entire situation, like the Mainichi, Mainichi, it's a Japanese national daily news, as well as this site as well, the Sankai News, talking about this streamer who they literally call a nuisance streamer in this. Here it is right there, getting arrested for being a dickhead in their country.
It's my country music. My country music. My country. No music. My country. No music. My country.
I don't think that he understands like what no means. Like he like they're saying no music, and he's trying to justify it with a reason for playing the music. By the way, the guy sitting next to him is actually his other friend who had actually also gotten arrested with the initial construction site situation. So this isn't looking good for him.
He's calling someone. He's calling someone. We gotta eat somewhere else. I'm sorry. We gotta eat somewhere else. We gotta eat somewhere else. We're gonna go.
So he leaves the building after this, and this is about where this clip ends. And you can tell that Johnny's friend is tired of him. He's tired of the situations that he keeps getting himself in. He's not even streaming, but Johnny is. And you can tell that they're kind of just done with getting in trouble all the goddamn time. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misreading his emotions, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from his friend. But Johnny seems to be just eating it up, getting his like $4 he makes every single stream. But it's just so annoying seeing people want to grow from being a bad person. And I'm popping in here while editing to say that's not the clip that got him arrested, by the way. The clip that actually got him arrested, I cannot find anywhere, but I did find in Mudahar's video. And it is him just blasting, absolutely blasting music in a restaurant and then proceeding to play
Siren, no, dude, don't do that.
an air raid siren. An air raid siren in a restaurant in a country that was bombed nuclearly by us. It's just disgusting content really all around, and it makes sense why he got arrested for it. It seems that he's inspired some copycats. There's another streamer I saw pop off in I saw, let me just read it for you. It says Johnny Somali associate and initiated South Korean influencer Kang Joel has touched down in South Africa and immediately unleashed his Caucasian violence squad upon black native women. And I'm not going to play the video because it is bad, but it's essentially a dude running out and just like pummeling people, random people. And the guy, of course, Kang Joel, streaming it. And really just being like, no, stop, oh my god, no! But not really doing anything to actually stop the situation, just recording it further. And of course, I'm going to utilize a different source for this. Some Ordinary Gamer, Mudahar, had covered this as well, and he talked about how the conviction rates in Japan is 99%. And all credit to Mudahar for that. He said that apparently Johnny Somali's looking at about 3 years in prison, which is not a lot of time, but also I consider the deserved amount of time for the streaming stuff. It's not like he actually hurt someone. He's just annoying as shit and deserves to get a 3-year ban from life, you know? Like, I feel like that is a valid conviction. And of course, that's all the information that's really been disclosed at this very moment. It is nice to see that Johnny Somali is still kind of landlocked at 10,000 followers on Kick. It seems like shock content and negative content isn't really growing content creators like it used to. Like, if you look back in the, like, Bad Barbie being an asshole on Dr. Phil got her famous, but Johnny Somali being a nuisance in Japan and having multiple viral clips has gotten him 10,000 followers. Like, it's great to see bad people not thrive as much as they've used to. So I feel like at the end of the day, it seems like we're moving towards good change. But I'm going to be getting out of here for now because I've talked enough about bad people. I want to be hitting the road. If you have any other topics you ever wanted me to talk about on my channel, let me know in my Discord server, linked in the description below. And of course, I'm going to give you guys the song of the day. That being from Dawn FM as well, Take My Breath by The Weeknd. Hey, what? Chrome, hello? Chrome? Chrome. There we go. Take My Breath by The Weeknd. I don't know. My Google Chrome has been weird lately. But yeah, that's about it for now. I appreciate you guys sitting with me for another video. I like talking about this stuff. If you have any takes on this, if you feel like you agree with me or disagree with me, let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you disliked it, there's a button for that as well. But I'm going to be getting out of here. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, adios, arrivederci, goodbye, good night, and maybe be a good person, and people will like you. It's crazy, I know.